Hello everyone, it's Willow here. I hope this finds you very, very well, wherever you may be in the world today. And that is what I would like to touch on. The situation that we currently find ourselves in is worrying and challenging for many of us, if not all of us. And the piece that I would just like to talk about is the role that we play as high sensory people in these types of events. So when we think back to when the pandemic first happened, whilst again it was worrying, and of course we were all affected in many, many different ways. There was also a knowing in us as high sensory people that there was a change happening. We sometimes take for granted the relationship that we have with our inner world and the relationship that we have with the world from a higher perspective. And what is most important to remember is how needed we are in times like this. Now, I know it's easy for me to say that because many of us are worried ourselves, and in some cases that's putting it mildly. It's remembering that we are the harbourers of truth. We understand how nature works at a deep level. We understand our relationship to the world at a deep level in terms of what it means to be human. And the reason we have these perspectives and abilities is because of our ability to process more deeply. We have a more intimate relationship with the actual fabric of the world, our place within it, and especially our inner world. That is what gives us a more intimate understanding of how the natural world is at play, and especially how our interaction and relationship with it as human beings is at play. So when we move into these difficult areas, these difficult times, there is a responsibility that we have to shepherd, if you like, and support the world around us to recognize that it is a shift, to recognize that we are in flux at the moment, that hard times are inevitable for us as human beings. And looking back through history, we go through cycles of calm, and then we go into a cycle of some kind of change, some kind of challenge, some kind of difficulty. That is the case for us at an individual level, and it's the case for us at a global level. So the piece that I would really like to share and to invite you to consider is we have a strong place of faith in our hearts as high sensory people. There is a knowing that we have that whilst we are in these states of flux and change, there is something fundamental benevolent that is taking place, even if it is being triggered by toxicity in some areas and imbalance in some areas. The piece to remember is that we will come through this. There will be a shift, and it will be for the better in one way or another, as we have seen throughout history and within our own experience in our lives. There is always growth that comes through this. There's always learning, and the shift is always a part of the bigger picture. So my invitation is to recognize for yourself this knowing that is within you, this faith that you have, this awareness that we are part of a bigger picture, that there's a bigger picture within us as there is without. And so to offer this perspective, courage and reassurance to those around us, to help people to recognize that this change is simply a change, and whilst there is a great deal of atrocity happening right now, and my goodness me, I'm not in any way diminishing what's currently happening, my invitation is for us to maintain our sense of strength and knowing, and therefore to be able to hold the people around us energetically and do everything that we can to work hard to support the world and the people around us through this shift and this change as best as we can. Wherever you are right now, I'm sending you lots of love, wishes of support and strength, and I hope very much that this inspires you to find that well of knowing, strength and faith within you that the world so dearly needs right now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.